On November 16th, 2002, a bottlenose dolphin named Audrey was born at a dolphin discovery facility somewhere in Mexico. According to Setabase, which is a public database that tracks individual captive dolphins and whales around the world, she spent all 22 years and 11 months of her life in captivity. She's never been to the open ocean, and she probably never will. Instead, she's probably lived in concrete tanks filled with chlorinated water and a lot of human applause. Okay, that's enough. Stop it. You can stop the clapping. As I was saying, for 2 decades, Audrey has performed for thousands of tourists in Mexico. But now, that world of hers is ending. In June 2025, Mexico banned all marine mammal shows. But what happens to dolphins like Audrey and to all the other marine mammals that are affected by this? Well, let me tell you. But first, let's quickly learn who these marine mammals are. It's dolphins, sea lions, seals, manatees, and of course, my personal favorite, brianatees. These are some of the most intelligent and emotional beings alive. They recognize themselves in mirrors, form lifelong friendships, and they even get high on pufferfish. Oh,
yo,
yeah.
Yo, pass it.
Oh shit, are we naked right now? Yo, don't tell my mom, this is my first time trying.
In the wild, bottlenose dolphins can swim over 100 kilometers a day and dive hundreds of meters deep. Sea lions patrol rocky coasts, they communicate in complex calls, and they even nap together. But trust me, it can get a little bit loud sometimes.
Hey, I'm trying to nap over here. Keep it down.
In captivity, their entire world shrinks to the size of a swimming pool. The vastness of the ocean traded for concrete. Hey wait, you said brianatee? I haven't heard of that animal. I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. The brianatee, a gentle yet questionably unintelligent creature. Critically endangered, not from human interference, but because evolution simply gave up. Yeah, that creature's not gonna make it. I think there's only like one left. So yeah, it's done for. I've been to quite a few aquariums and even sea pens throughout my lifetime where I've seen some of these larger marine mammals. And as magical as it is to see them, there's kind of this unnaturalness to it all. The way they perform, race to the trainer for a treat, it's just power dynamics dressed up as entertainment. And I get it, sometimes these animals are rescued from fishing nets, for example. But still, for them to live their entire lives in a swimming pool, just doesn't feel right. Across many studies, captive dolphins and sea lions show stress, aggression, and depression. The same symptoms any intelligent being shows in confinement. In the wild, bottlenose dolphins typically live between 40 to 60 years. But in captivity, the average lifespan reaches around 29 years old. Many die in their teens or early 20s, some before 10 even. It's one of the clearest signs that captivity isn't just a natural, it's deadly. But here's the good news. This past summer, Mexico amended its general wildlife law, banning the use of all marine mammals, dolphins, sea lions, seals, and manatees in public performances, private entertainment, and therapy programs. That's right, no more dancing or swimming with dolphins. Instead, why don't you try going out and dancing with a real human? Maybe it can look a little something like this. And yeah, losing therapy programs might be tough, because for years, dolphin therapy and marine mammal therapy has helped kids and adults with emotional or physical challenges. But if healing someone means keeping another life confined, maybe it's time we find a better way to help both. An important note here is that this new law bans entertainment and show programs, but it still allows facilities to keep animals for so-called educational or conservation purposes. Education and conservation is crucial, but it's also a bit of a gray area, and some parks might take advantage of that. There's roughly about 350 marine mammals in captivity across more than 30 facilities in Mexico. Operators now have 18 months to relocate them into sea sanctuaries or coastal care centers, a huge upgrade in their living conditions. It's actually part of a global trend. Canada, France, Chile, Costa Rica, India, they've all turned against animal shows. For Mexico, where coastal tourism brings in billions of pesos each year, this is especially huge Public support and lawmakers pushed this through, and Mexico's Senate passed it unanimously. Polls and years of advocacy in Mexico flipped public opinion. Still, not everyone agrees that this is the right approach. Some might say they like performing, it's play for them, and I guess gladiators were doing it just for the applause. Others ask, won't freedom stress them out after decades in tanks? And that's a fair question. Many of them have never known anything else, like Audrey. You can't just open up a gate and say, "May the force be with you." They wouldn't survive. Okay, actually, against stormtroopers, they probably would. But you know who definitely wouldn't survive? The brianatee. So, since they can't release these marine mammals into the wild, Mexico is planning on moving them to sea sanctuaries. And there's real-world evidence this could work. At the Uma Lumba Sanctuary in Bali, not to be confused with the Oompa Loompa Sanctuary in Houston, Ohio, former show dolphins were moved to ocean pens. An ocean pen is basically a netted-off section of the sea, kind of like a massive natural pool. It allows dolphins, seals, or other marine mammals to live in real ocean conditions, with tides, currents, fish, and space to swim, but with protective boundaries to keep them safe and monitored by caretakers. With care and enrichment, but no tricks, they became calmer, swam longer, and rediscovered natural behaviors in this sanctuary in Bali. So no, they don't seem to miss the crowds or the performing. They finally get to just chill out and watch Free Willy. Just kidding, some orcas are actually known to eat dolphins, so it would actually be like watching a scary movie. In these sanctuaries, dolphins like Audrey will finally be able to just relax. Yes, it will likely take away jobs from people at the parks, but at the same time, it could create new roles. Former trainers, vets, and guides can become caretakers, educators, and eco-tour leaders. Of course, building these sanctuaries could cost millions, and some parks will resist, or some might rebrand as more educational. But when the lessons depend on keeping these animals in concrete tanks, that's not really education. It's rebranded entertainment. Decades more of these animals living in these tight quarters just isn't right. And to be fair, those performances are also what keep many of these animals alive right now. The ticket sales pay for their food, medical care, and the staff who look after them. So the real challenge isn't just ending the shows, it's finding new ways to fund the care that keeps these animals healthy. Otherwise, we risk trading one problem for another. Change is hard, but refusing to change, that's just cruelty. There's still some unanswered questions. What happens if there's a rescue tomorrow? Who takes on the financial burden? Or if more dolphins are born in captivity before these sanctuaries are ready? And who's actually making sure this transition happens the right way for both the animals and the people who care for them? Maybe the question isn't just what freedom looks like for them, but what responsibility looks like for us. Audrey may never know true freedom, but she can know peace. For the first time, she might swim without music, without commands, without an audience. Mexico shows that empathy can actually make it into law. And it's not just about the dolphins and marine mammals. It's about every animal behind a cage. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brian, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go save the brianatee.